A record-setting regular season has concluded for NJIT women's basketball as the focus now shifts to postseason play, where the number 5 seeded Highlanders will be facing the number 4 seeded UMBC Retrievers. I'm Warner Lewis with NJIT Athletics as we preview the 2026 Air Force Reserve America East women's basketball playoffs. I'm happy to be joined with the man himself at the helm of the team, head coach Mike Lane. Coach, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Warner. Happy to be here.
Listen, it's, again, a record-setting team. 18-11, you finished off the regular season, 9-7 in conference play, the most non-conference wins in program history, the most wins in Division I history. Coach, just when you look back at that regular season, just kind of like, what are your takeaways as we head into postseason play?
Yeah, obviously tremendously proud of the girls. Just an incredible testament to their work and commitment to the goals in front of them. And they wanted this. You can talk about it as a coach all you want, but they, I think, wanted to have this type of legacy and have this type of season, and they committed to it back last April. After coming off of last year, I think there was a little bit of a sour taste on how that went. There were some certainly positives to last year, but I think we knew that we could do a little bit more. And so I'm just incredibly proud of them. Coaches always look back and see how it could be better. So it's not the right time to ask me, because I still have Dartmouth and UMBC and some of those buzzer beaters in my head, and some performances that we didn't want, but just some incredible experiences. And beating St. Thomas in Minnesota, beating Fordham at Fordham, those were some big games early that I just kind of gave us some confidence to be who we could be, and to start off the conference season as we did was really important. So I'm just tremendously proud of the girls' effort.
Well, 2 girls that were named on the postseason honors list for the America East: Alejandra Zuniga, first team all-conference; Olivia Kulik, second team all-conference. Both players also getting on all academic teams. Just kind of, when you look at those 2 players, how were you able to kind of get them going, and just, how is it as a coach being able to see them get recognized by the conference?
Yeah, first of all, they're a complete luxury to coach. You don't have to do much to get them going. Give them a gym, turn on the lights, and they want to play. And that's just such a great legacy that they have. I'm so proud that the league recognized them, obviously, for the impact they made, but I think it's underlined by making the academic team that's our institution. This is what we really focus on and what we value, and so both of those sides are just so great that they got recognized. They are great student athletes, they are great examples, they're great leaders, and both of them are just, they're amazing talents. They have had incredible moments this year. Obviously, Ale was a known commodity going in, and certainly Olivia had a huge freshman year, but that's a big jump, from a freshman to a sophomore, and she had a little bit heavier load this year, and so they did a great job, and obviously had teammates around them to support their efforts.
Well, Coach, I know we talked a lot about, Ale and Olivia, but you have a lot of great ballers on your team. Allison Cannon, one of 4 sophomores to record a triple-double this year. Marissa Gingrich, she got 3 games of over 20-plus points, and Ava Locklear has been a threat offensively and defensively throughout the year. So when you look at overall your team and just like what you're able to get out of them, how do you get them going, on a night-in, night-out basis?
And I don't think we have the season we have without, you can't just have 2 people on the floor. Like, obviously, Ale and Olivia get a lot of the spotlight, but, like you said, Allison and Marissa and Ava have been super consistent all year. Maddie has come and filled in big spots for us, obviously. Mia has come off as a freshman, giving freshman point guard. There's not a lot of minutes at the point guard spot, but she's been able to find some. Piper has really come on with some great effort lately and giving us a spark off the bench. And so it's a full team effort. I think it's been like that all year. I think that's part of our kind of special sauce, in that we had some games without Ale, we had some games without Marissa, Ava was out, Maddie was out. You know, you got to be ready to play every day, every night, and that again is the luxury of being at NJIT. We have kids who work hard, they're prepared, they prepare themselves, they want to know the scout, you know, they want to watch the film. Sometimes maybe film goes too long, but you can see how much they want to know this stuff and really apply it, and that's just the type of, you know, student athletes and young women we get here. So it's not as hard as it looks. It's like, hey guys, just let's go out there and play some brilliant basketball, and that's how they want to play. And you know, when we get it rolling, we're really fun to watch.
Well, now time to look ahead at the game that you're going to prepare for in the first round of the American East playoffs against UMBC, a team that, you know, you split both road teams winning. And it was a game on both sides when you were down in Baltimore and when you're up here at NJIT, where it was that fourth quarter that really, you know, changed momentum and was the deciding factor. So how do you kind of look now at this trilogy of a matchup this year and, you know, maybe scout differently, maybe a different strategy, or is it just, you know, let them play?
Yeah, no, there is some game plan to it. I think we have changed. You know, the last time we played them was January 22nd. That's a long time ago for us, 6 weeks for us. We have actually changed, I think, considerably on the defensive end. I think our offense is a little bit different even from there, but it's also the third time you're going to meet somebody. It's going to be a war. You know, they're physical, and I think they made it like that here, where, you know, the game was up in the 70s down there, and then it was in the 50s here. You know, they were just all over the glass. I think that's the part that, you know, really we have to get better at. It's somewhat of a weakness of ours. We do have 4 guards on the floor. They have some size and some length, and so we know that they're going to run at us on the glass. So if we can keep them off the glass, if we can get the ball in our hands, and we really need to keep them off the foul line. I thought those were the 3 things in the matchup here at the WEC. They just killed us on the boards. They had 26 offensive rebounds, but they're the best offensive rebounding team in the league. So you watch film and you're like, okay, they're doing it to Vermont, and Vermont can rebound, but you can't give them 26. We had 21 turnovers. That's too much. We haven't been above 20 a whole lot this year, so we have to be better with that. And again, they get foul attempts. They are drivers. They're down in the restricted arc in their offense, so they are getting contact. So if we can do those 3 things, I think we've been better at those 3 things over the last 6 weeks, then I think that we're giving ourselves the best shot to win.
Well, Coach, I feel like I speak for everybody in Highlander Nation when I tell you that everybody will be dialed in and everybody will be rooting for you, Coach.
Thank you. It's been a fun year, and it's been really fun to have so many people along with us, and I know we have a crowd getting there to Baltimore, so we're happy that it's fairly close. We never want to go on the road in a tournament, but I think we'll have a good crowd there, and we're excited to be back in Baltimore and hopefully come back here with a win.
Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. down in Baltimore, the 5th-seeded NJIT Highlanders against the 4th-seeded UMBC Retrievers. I'm Warner Lewis. Thank you, Coach, for joining us today.
All right, thanks, Wilmer.